All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Brakatham, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that will well, and a salute and a shalom to all the Akim that are out here laboring, pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. Me and the elder Yashawamba was talking in the group chat. Uh, he said that the fast for the Day of Atonement was much needed. All right. We feel amazing, feel stronger, right? Khan, this is Zion. Khan, sorry, Zion. Sorry, Zion, not Awa, daughter of Jerusalem. Psalm 64, 2 to 5. Khan, Shalom, hopefully elected David. Shalom, Akwath, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash, Bakatha. Um, the title of this lesson is From Rags to Riches, right? From rags to infinite riches, right? Now, we are the poor of this world, right? Okay, let's get Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28, and let's see. Deuteronomy 28 says, shall get up above the very let's see. This okay. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43 to 44. It says, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, right? And thou shalt come down very low. Right? So we are at the bottom of this society, right? Okay. It says, moreover, Salakia, verse 44, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Right? So we're not lending to the heathen. The heathen are lending to us. Okay? But in the kingdom, that's all going to change. Let's get Matthew. Matthew 5, if I'm not mistaken. Matthew 5. Matthew 5 and real quick. No, that's not it. Says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Right? So we are last in this kingdom, right? But in the kingdom of Yahushua / the kingdom of Israel, we will be what? First. All right? Now, first, the riches start off with this knowledge first. Let's get Romans 11. Romans 11 and 7, it says, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? So Israel is seeking for what? For the truth. Right? But who has it though? The elect of the nation of Israel have it. Right? Do we know who the elect are? No. But we are hoping that we are of that number though. Right? Hold on real quick. It's kind of dark. All right. So first and foremost, the riches starts off with this knowledge, right? Let's get Revelation. Revelation 9. Revelation 2. Revelation 2 and 10. It's like, 2 and 9. All right. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Rich in what? Faith. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Right? Now, this is really speaking of 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 these Israelites, right? This who is really speaking of is speaking of Jake, really, right? But we use it for who? For Amalek, right? The so-called Jew, right? In the land of Israel today. Let's get Matthew 6 and 19 and 20. It says, whosoever, like, no, not 5. I need 6. All right. Matthew 5 and 6. Sorry, Matthew 6 and 19 to 21. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, where thieves do not break through and steal. For context, for where, so like it says, for where your the treasure is, there will your heart be also, right? So our heart, right, aka our mind, is what? In this knowledge, man. All right. And our mind is focused on Slacky about that. I don't know what's going on with this. It went dark for a minute. Let's get Proverbs 3 real quick. Comment. Proverbs 3 and 1. It says, my son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments, right? For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart, right? Meaning keep this knowledge in your mind, man. It says, so shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of Yahweh and man, right? Trust in Yahweh Bashem Shah with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths, right? So we are constantly acknowledging Yahweh Bashem Shah. So we are being what, man? Led down the right path, man. We are being led down the path of knowledge, man. Where's my where's my apocrypha at? Okay, there it is. All right. It says, be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh Bashem Shah and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones, right? Honor Yahweh Bashem Shah with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. All right, man. And what's that, man? More knowledge. All right, man. More knowledge, more understanding, man. More revelations, man. It says, my son, despise not the chastening of Yahweh Bashem Shah, neither be weary of his correction. Right? So we are being what man? Corrected and rebuked. Right? Why? Because Yahweh Bashem Shah wants us to be perfect. Right? Now, in this flesh, we won't ever be perfect in this flesh. That's why we're going to be what, man? Changed. It says, for whom Yahweh loveth, he correcteth, even as a father in the son in whom he delighteth. Right? Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Right? For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. Right? Now when King Solomon was now yeah when King Solomon became the king of Israel, right? We had this dream, right? Um, and Yahweh asked him, "What does he desire?" Right? And King Solomon said, "What, man?" And he said, "Knowledge. I need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to rule so great a people." Right? Let me get that. Leave this. Ain't that Second Kings? It should be Second Kings. Hold on, real quick. No, it's First Kings, man. First Kings 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see real quick. All right, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, let's see real quick. Hmm. Hold on real quick. Okay. Here it is. This is First Kings 3 and 4 on down. It says, and the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, right? For that was a great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon the altar. In in Gibeon, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh appeared to Solomon in a dream by night, and Elohim said, "Ask what I shall give thee." Right? And Solomon said, "Thou hast shewed unto thy servant David my father great mercy, according as he walked before thee in truth, and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept him, and thou hast kept from him this great kindness. Thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne as it is this day." Right? And now, O Yahweh, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father. And I am but a little child, and I know, Khan says, I know not how to go out or come in. Right, man? So King David didn't, so King Solomon, he didn't know the ins and outs of how to be a king, right? And how to rule so great a people. Yasha Allah. It says, and thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered, nor counted for multitude. Give, therefore, thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? And the speech pleased Yahweh that Solomon asked this thing. And Yahweh said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, thou hast and not hast kind of has not asked for it has not asked for thyself long life, neither has asked for riches for thyself, nor asked for the life of thine enemies, but has asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. I, God says, and I also, so like, and I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings mm, mm, like unto thee all thy days, right? So King Solomon asks for what, man? He asks for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? On how to be a king, all right, and how to judge matters, right? And by him asking that, what else did he get? He got infinite riches, infinite wealth, right? He got the life of his enemies, right? So let's go back, Proverbs 3 and 14. Well, 13 to 14, it says, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Who got that? Solomon did, right? For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold, right? So Solomon knew that that wisdom was more important than riches, right? He knew that because in the book of Ecclesiastes uh, wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. See if I can find that. Where's it at? Bear with me. Bear with me. Uh, okay. Says wisdom is a defense. Money is a defense. Uh, if one of you I can put that in the comment section, that scripture, that'll help. Looking for it. All right, man. But it says wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, right? But which is better though? Wisdom or money? Wisdom, because money runs out. Wisdom doesn't. See? Let's see, real quick. It says, then I said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, a poor man's wisdom is despised, and his word is not heard. Okay. Let's see. What's that scripture, man? What's that scripture? Khan. The water ashore. It says, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. But money don't give no one life, man. Because these rappers and these actors in the music industry and in the entertainment industry, they uh, they are they ain't happy, man. They are not happy, man. That's why they stay high and they stay drunk because man they're not happy, man. So money don't bring happiness, man. Money don't bring life, man. Wisdom brings life, man. Okay. It says this is occupy until I come. It says This is Proverbs 16 and 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to kind of to get understanding, rather to be chosen than rich, kind of than silver, right? So which is better, man? Gold and silver, or wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's better because that brings life. Money don't bring life, man. All right, man. Because money, it will corrupt you if you allow it, man. Okay. It says she is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Right now, all right, man. Now, what comes with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? Riches, infinite riches, man. Riches from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says it here. Proverbs 3 and 16. It says, length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand are riches and honor. Right? Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. Right? So it says what? Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand are riches and honor. Right? So wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So riches starts first with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's the real riches. All right, man. Having the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. That's the real knowledge. That's the real riches. That's the real wealth, right? But with that comes comes uh, comes actual riches and actual wealth, like King Solomon had, right? Now let's get. It says, Yahushua said, he said, have I not chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith? Who's the poor of this world, man? We are. Yasha, man. We are the poor of this world, man. Jay-Z, he's poor. Trust me, man. He's poor, man. He he's only what, man? He's only worth what, $1 billion? That's it. But the elite banking families, they are worth way more than that. So Jay-Z, he's a welfare case, right? But he's not chosen though. Why? Because he's noble, man. He's in a high position in Babylon, right? But the poor of this world are us, man. The Israelites, man. All right? Isaiah, pass it up. Pass it up. Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60 and Isaiah 60 and 9. Kwar Yasha Allah. Shalom Almighty Yahweh Shemel Shah Barakatah. Ba'ashem Kabidash. All right. It says, surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh Bashem Shah thy power, unto the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee, right? Shall serve thee. For in thy wrath, so like it says, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor, in my mercy, right? In my favor, in my compassion, I have had mercy on thee, right? Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually, right? They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. The forces of the Gentiles is what, man? Their riches, their wealth. All right, man, because the wealth and the riches of the heathen, it belongs to us anyway. All right, because this world was made for our sakes, right? It says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The place of Yahweh's feet is what? Because he said, uh, uh, um, heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool, right? So, so the whole earth will be beautified, man. It's going back to the Garden of Eden. All right, man, times a million, times infinity. All right, it says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and they, Khan says, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves at the soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, right? I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, thou shalt suck the breast of kings. Thou shalt know, kind, thou shalt know that I, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, am thy power, am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob, right? So, it says, thou shalt suck the milk of the Gentiles, and thou shalt suck the breast of kings. What's that, man? Their wealth, their riches, because it belongs to us anyway, right? So right now we are poor, but we have this knowledge. That's most important, all right? Because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, not money, right? Because it says here, Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, it says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, right? So, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh by Shemal Shah is his treasure. Now, can money save you from anything? Money can only save you from from being poor. All right, it can only save you from not being uh, evicted. That's it. But money runs out. Wisdom and knowledge and understanding, it never runs out. So, which is the better defense? Which is a stronger defense? Wisdom. Wisdom is the better defense. Wisdom is the stronger defense, man. All right. It says, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron will I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Mm, mm, mm. It says, let's jump down. Verse 22, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, will hasten in his time. Conjure mystic clay. Khan, Shalom, Makim, Yahba Shemel Shah, Brakatah, Khan, Yahweh Bashemel Shah, Bashem Kwakadash, Brakathon, Shalom, Makim, Shalom. Right? Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. All right, because Yahweh Shah said, in my father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. Right? So, what's the mansions in his father's house? These different planets. These different planets are the mansions in Yahweh's house, man. Okay? So, we will occupy this whole earth, man, even outer space. See? Let's get this real quick. All right? Second Ezra 7. Second Ezra 7. Second Ezra 7 and 4 on down. It says, put the case, the entrance, were narrow and like a river. Who then could go through, so like who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it if he went not through the narrow? How could he come into the broad, right? So we must go through the straight gate, right, man? Because the straight gate, right, it's narrow, okay, meaning a position of difficulty, right? Since it's a position of difficulty, what's on both sides of it? Um, Water and fire. Now you could drown, you could burn, right? You could drown or you could burn, right? So there's what? Death on both sides. It says there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. What's that city? The kingdom. Right, man? The kingdom. It says, the entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. Right? It says, and only one, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Right? So, what's that, man? You must work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Right? Says now, if this city were given unto a man for an inheritance, right, man. Now, who passes down an inheritance? A father does. A father passes down an inheritance, man. So we're getting that inheritance from who? From Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. We are joint heirs with who? Yahweh Shah, right? It says that in Romans 8, correct? In Psalm 6, not Psalm 6, but Psalms 2. It says, let me get that real quick. Can't even think of it. Psalms 2. All right. Hold on. Okay. Psalms 2, it says, ask of me, Psalms 2 and 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Right? Romans 8 and Romans 8 and 17, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Romans 8 and 16 to 17, it says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh, right? And if children, then heirs of the kingdom. So like heirs of Yahweh and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. If so, be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Right? So we are joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Right? Yahweh Shai will get his inheritance, and after he gets his, we will get ours. Right? Yahweh Shai, he's the firstborn of all of us, right? So the firstborn gets what, man? He gets first dibs, right? This is It says, if the city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he shall never pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Right. So if you never go through, through the through the through the straight gate, through the danger and the suffering, you won't get you won't ever get the the uh, the inheritance, man, because you didn't earn it. I mean, you didn't fight for it, man. Right? You didn't. You basically didn't. You basically did not give your life for it. It says, verse 10, and I said, it is so, Yahweh. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Right? Verse 12. Then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and painful, and very painful. For the entrances of the elder world were wide and short, and brought immortal fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. Right? So if you are not laboring, right? If you're not doing anything to to uh receive that inheritance, you won't get it because you didn't do anything to get it, man. It says, hold on real quick. Okay, this is verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, yet and yet shall not come. So and yet shall not see the wide. Mm, mm, wow. All right. We're we're going from rags to infinite riches, right? We right now we've all grown up where, man? In corners, meaning well, what, man? the ghetto, the hood. All right. But we are going from that to the kingdom, man. Streets of gold. All right, man. My next lesson is going to be from the ghetto to the kingdom. That's my next lesson, man. From the ghetto to the kingdom. Okay. So what do we have coming, man? What do we have coming? We have everlasting life coming. All right. We have salvation coming. The new bodies, right? And everlasting life. And riches beyond measure, man. All right, man. What we are suffering now, man. You cannot compare that to what we're going to receive in the kingdom. Because what we're going to receive in the kingdom, man, it cannot be explained, man. It cannot be explained because it's going to be blessing on top of 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 blessing, man. Jake, this is our last captivity, man. Our punishment has been accomplished, man. Our punishment is over. Our punishment is over, man. All we have left that's coming to us is riches, blessings, honor, and everlasting life. What's better than that? Seriously, what's better than that? Nothing, man. Nothing is better than that. Okay? All right. So, Aki man, just wanted to do this quick lesson. Right. So with that, I say Shalom, Kal Halayullah, Allahayanawa, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakapadash, Brakatham. Tawada to everyone on the comment board. Tawada to GMS Clay. Shalom to Core, Yasha Allah 144. Tawada to Occupy Till I Come. Tawada to Ashore. And tawada to the sister uh, Zayan Na'awa, daughter of Jerusalem. Psalm 64, 2 to 5. Tawada. Right, so with that, I say Shalom.